I don't listen to what he says.
Mind control.
There's no doubt Paris Saint-Germain's modern era is its finest. Once seen as the underachiever of French football, the capital club was transformed by Qatari investment in 2011, securing world-class talent and dominating the domestic game. But it hasn't been PSG's only great period. In the 1990s, the Parisians won 8 trophies, including their first European silverware, the Cup Winners' Cup in '96. That remains PSG's only continental success, with the club and its fans becoming frustrated with recent failures. None more so than a heartbreaking Champions League elimination by Barcelona in 2017. So Luis Fernandez, the only manager to win a European trophy for the club, will take charge of PSG's dream team. It's picked in a 4-3-1-2, with what is effectively a diamond midfield replicating the great Fernandez teams of the 90s. And several of his former charges will get the nod. Bernard Lama's time with Fernandez at PSG wasn't all smooth. Suspended after testing positive for cannabis in 1997, but there were many happier times. A league title, 2 Coupe de France victories, and that Cup Winners' Cup, and he was French Player of the Year in 1994. A non-playing backup of the 1998 World Cup, Lama gets a starting place here in the Paris Saint-Germain Dream Team. To left back, where the first of the modern-day trophy-gluttons gets a place. And Maxwell has had an even greater appetite for success than most, having played for Ajax, Internazionale and Barcelona before PSG. Maxwell is one of the most decorated footballers of all time. The Brazilian won Ligue 1 in each of his first 4 campaigns and was named in the Team of the Year every time, shading his rivals for left back. And his club and international teammate is next to him. Like Maxwell, Thiago Silva joined the club in 2012, his €42 million transfer fee making him then the second most expensive defender in history. Leading by example, Silva's presence has made his teammates better, and along with his team honours, has also been named in the FIFA Pro World 11 3 times, and in Ligue 1 and UEFA Teams of the Year. He's a must-have, but as he had a rotating cast of partners, we're going back to the 90s. Another Brazilian, Ricardo Gomes, stayed for 4 years at the end of his career and later managed the club, as did Paul Le Guen after his 7-year stay. Alain Roche's 6 years were in the middle of his career, and they were some of his best. Joining from Auxerre in 1992, when he was named French Player of the Year, he imposed his will upon the opposition. It's no coincidence that PSG's trophy rush began when he joined and stopped when he left. For his peak, Roche gets the nod in a tight call over his former teammates. And on the right, we're going with a stalwart of the 2000s, Bernard Mendy, who calmly stroked home a late winner from the spot in the 2008 Coupe de la Ligue final. That was his 3rd trophy at PSG, along with 2 Coupe de France wins in 2004 and 2006. And Mendy completes the back 4 in this PSG Dream Team. Ronaldinho is one of the most thrilling players of the 21st century, who went on to win the Ballon d'Or with Barcelona after moving from PSG in 2003. But his time in Paris was in the end disappointing, only yielding an Intertoto Cup, while Luis Fernandez, in his second spell as manager, called Ronaldinho unprofessional, saying he doesn't have the lifestyle of a top-level sportsman. So with Fernandez in charge of the PSG Dream Team, Ronaldinho misses in favor of another Brazilian, who the manager did get the best from. Raí may still be overshadowed by his brother, the great Socrates, but under Fernandez, he became a leader for PSG. He won 7 trophies in 5 years, including the Cup Winners' Cup, and was influential in a run to the European Cup semi-final in '95. He also encouraged other Brazilians, including Ronaldinho, to follow in his footsteps by moving to the French capital. So Raí, as a trailblazer, will take the berth on the left of midfield. There's strong competition for the defensive midfield place, including Fernandez himself, who won the club's first league title and the Coupe de France twice in the '80s. Then there's Blaise Matuidi, who was one of the club's first signings after the Qatari takeover, and Thiago Motta, who arrived in January 2011 to become a midfield mainstay. While Motta and Matuidi have identical silverware hauls, Matuidi was French Player of the Year in 2015, an honor also won by Fernandez 30 years earlier. We'll let the manager stick to managing and go with Matuidi to anchor the midfield for the PSG Dream Team. There's another star of the 2010s in the running for the place on the right. Marco Verratti had never played top-flight football before joining, but became a huge part of PSG's dominance, winning 4 Ligue 1 crowns before his 24th birthday. He's up against Safet Susic, who starred in the club's first league title victory in 1986, and Vincent Guérin, who stayed for 6 years and was 1995 French Player of the Year. Has Verratti managed a place in France's dream team despite his young age? Find out after the break. Marco Verratti's role with Paris Saint-Germain has earned the Italian comparisons with compatriot Andrea Pirlo, although former manager Laurent Blanc saw potential higher up the pitch.
We keep telling him he should try to score more, as he is a good striker of the ball. And he has the technique when playing higher up to play decisive passes.
His potential is one thing, but he can't yet merit a place in PSG's greatest 11. Instead, we're going for Safet Susic, the Yugoslav, who later managed Bosnia and Herzegovina. Joining in 1982, he won the Coupe de France in his first season and was Division 1's Foreign Player of the Year and later won the club's first league title. Susic is in on the right of midfield, but ask us again in a few years. One whose achievements in 3 years were enough to earn a spot is David Ginola. A born entertainer, Ginola's flair proved costly for the national team in qualifying for the 1994 World Cup. But at club level, he shone. He was Division 1 Player of the Year for the 93-94 season, when PSG won the title. More of a winger, in this formation we're moving Ginola to the point of the diamond. Paris Saint-Germain has had a few star strikers over the years, even before Edinson Cavani became the club's record signing at 64.5 million euros. For many years, Mustafa Daleb was the club's record scorer in the top flight. while Paoletta had been the leading marksman in all competitions. That was until Zlatan Ibrahimovic arrived to turn PSG into a true powerhouse. Ibrahimovic wasn't big money, relatively speaking. As one of the most coveted frontmen in the game, the €21 million fee was quite cheap and reflected that he was already the wrong side of 30. But it was the Zlatan show for 4 years. In 3 of those, he was League Earned Player of the Year. He was injured during the other, and his record 156 goals took just 180 matches. He's the club's greatest ever player, and there's no question over his place. But for all Zlatan's achievements, only one man won the Ballon d'Or as a PSG player, George Weah. In fact, by the time he won it, he'd already moved to Milan. But his 1995 Ballon d'Or was as much for his work with PSG, including his second Coupe de France and first Coupe de la Ligue, and being the Champions League top scorer. So King George completes a PSG dream team with 5 from the 90s and 4 from the 2010s. Thiago Silva gets the captain's armband, and the bench includes the club's games record holder Jean-Marc Piloget, the 80s winger Dominique Rocheteau, and despite his quarrels with Fernandes, Ronaldinho makes the bench.
I don't listen to what he says.
Mind control.